NWA. And it's been tough for them in recent years. Now they're branching out on their own, and they've got their show that's going to start in about 28 minutes called Power, with 3 R's. And I love the set. I love traditional old school wrestling. There's some faces that you might recognize, like Damien Sandow. He is part of the roster. Nick Aldous, if you saw All In, then you will have seen Nick Aldis against Cody for the NWA title. So yeah, he is a part of this. And I'm trying to think who else. James Storm is a part of this roster. I mean, there's not like massive names, but to be honest, this is about the wrestling. This is about something different. What you're going to get tonight is you're going to get a TV studio. So it's all done in a TV studio. You've got the ring, and the crowd are just sat on the one side. There's no crowd on the other sides. In the same space, just to the side, is like a little interview area. So there's going to be interviews, there's going to be storylines, there's going to be great wrestling, and it's all done in front of a TV audience. This is different to WWE, different to AEW. This is tradition, and I am so excited for it. XGN Remix, thank you very much for your kind donation, my friend, before. Do you know what I've only just noticed? Frugal was on screen running around, wasn't he? We haven't seen him for a while. When are you doing another figure hunt video? There will be one that should hit the channel relatively soon. Definitely within the next couple of weeks. I did want to do some this weekend, but looking at like the videos that are planned, not sure if there's going to be much time to get one done. I might get a chance to record it, but I don't think I'll get a chance to edit it and upload it. But I think there are some new figures. I'm hearing that the Iconics... I tell you what, I just want to go to Smith's, and I just want to go, Iconics! In the actual toy shop, so I want to give that a go. So yeah, I definitely want to do a toy hunt. And as I said, I might do it this weekend, but there's no way I'll have time to edit and get it up. So you'll see something within the next couple of weeks. Don't worry about that. And the other thing as well is we've got the draft coming up, the WWE draft. So yeah, we kind of need to do videos about that. I kind of feel like I need to do videos about the draft. There's been some interesting tweets from Bray and Seth, which, to be honest, I've looked at, but haven't really given a great deal of thought to. So I need to kind of have a look at those and maybe do a video on that. Of course, it's AEW and NXT tomorrow. Draft and SmackDown on Friday. We've got UFC on Saturday. I get a Sunday off this week, but there'll be videos. And this is what I'm saying, just with all the stuff that's going on. I just won't get a chance to record and edit and upload a toy hunt, but there will be one soon. I said I'd speak to LSW about Finn Balor as well. I saw asking the question, what next for Finn Balor, I think was the question. Finn Balor with NXT looks like he's going to go straight into the main event. Of course he is. So I think we're building towards Finn Balor against Adam Cole. Of course, Tommaso Ciampa is an interesting curveball. So when it comes to NXT, I think you're going to see... I think they could do a number one contenders match. I think they could do Tommaso versus Finn. I mean, what a great match that would be. Tommaso versus Finn, winner faces Adam Cole. And I think it'd be really cool if that match ends in a draw and we get like a triple threat. I think that would be fun. But to be honest, I'm fine with Tommaso versus Adam Cole or Finn Balor versus Adam Cole. So you just can't lose. You really can't lose. So really excited for NXT this week. And AEW. AEW looks like it's got some good matches. We're going to see Jon Moxley against Shawn Spears, which should be a lot of fun as well. Private Party against the Young Bucks. I mean, that is like a pay-per-view worthy match. Young Bucks versus Private Party is amazing. So, and I think, I can't remember the other matches. There's another couple that have been announced. So, got to tell you, man, NWA tonight, NXT, AEW, it's all bubbling. It's all bubbling at the moment. Right, how do you watch it? Yes, let's talk about this so that people can join in with us. So NWA Power. There's going to be some people watching this, I would imagine most of you, saying, I don't know what NWA is. I've never heard of it. I don't know where to watch it. Don't worry, okay? This is all you need to know. First of all, you can watch it for free. Anyone watching this, you can watch this wrestling show for free. It's on YouTube. Now, I know I'm on YouTube as well, so if you want to watch that and you want to join and stay with us, you're going to need 2 devices, maybe a computer and a phone or something like that, or maybe a, I don't know, laptop and a TV, or you know what 2 devices are. So you're going to need 2 devices if you want to stay with us, because we're on YouTube and they are on YouTube. This is not to replace them, okay? This is a watch-along. I want to give you my live thoughts, live reactions. I'm really excited for the show. I'm a fan. That's what it comes down to. I am a fan. This is the first show, but I do like the set. I absolutely love the set. We spoke about it a moment ago. It's going to look and feel very different to anything you've seen. If you haven't watched any old school wrestling, if you haven't seen like Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon, if you haven't seen like Harley Race when he was the world champion, if none of that means anything to you, then you're going to be in for a surprise. You're going to be in for something a bit different. So I would absolutely urge that you go over to NWA's YouTube channel. Check them out. Daze, do you think the Yes movement is going to return? I think so. It certainly looked and felt like a Daniel face turn. When he was like going for the hug, I think we were all waiting for him to do something heelish. Didn't know if it'd be a low blow or they ended up hugging. It ended up being above board and they shook hands, and yeah, it looks like Daniel could be back. Daze, it's funny because I thought you did a typo when you put the 3 R's in. No, it's not a typo. It is called Power with 3 R's. I've got to say, I absolutely love the logo. I'm so excited for this show. I'm so excited. Like, I totally know that there's going to be about, 10, 20 people that are going to end up watching this stream, and I just don't care. I really don't care, because, like, I really appreciate all of you guys that have joined us here, because this is something different. It's something new. We're all taking a bit of a gamble, but I really think it's going to be worth it. I really think it's going to be worth it because I just love it all. I love the look of the ring. Jim Cornette, not Jim Hornet. Jim Cornette is on commentary tonight. So I'm not really going to be able to hear it. I might have it turned down quite low. But yeah, Jim Cornette's going to be calling the action. And they've got Nick Aldous, who is a great champion. The other half married to Mickie James. And I'm surprised Mickie James has never gone over to NWA. Maybe she will. Maybe Mickie James will end up going to NWA. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But I'm super excited, and we are 20 minutes away. Shout out to Adam David. Brandon says, I can't wait. Brian says, you can watch it on Facebook. So you could watch both this and NWA. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I'd urge that you do that. 130 odd, but that is immense. Hello, everyone. I really think that you are going to see something very enjoyable here. I don't know how long it is. I feel like it's probably going to be an hour. I'd imagine, I'd guess. It is pre-recorded. If you wanted to find spoilers, they are out there, but I haven't bothered. To be honest, I mean, I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I've said it many, many times. I don't get a chance to watch anything other than WWE. Like, when it comes to Impact Wrestling, I've got a lot of gaps in my knowledge. I really don't know. There's a lot I haven't seen when it comes to Impact. Same with New Japan. I see the big shows, but I don't watch the weekly ones. So there's going to be a lot here, a lot of superstars I don't know. But this is episode 1. It's kind of like, it really doesn't matter. We're all starting from the same position. And it's up to them to entertain us, and I really think they will. I really think they're going to give us some good promos, some good wrestling. Jim Cornette on commentary, which should be awesome as well. So I'm really, really excited about it. Yeah, and you know, look, I'm here to talk about anything. I'll happily talk about NXT. I'll talk about WWE. If you want to talk about Bray Wyatt, you know, if you've got any questions, you want to talk about figures, you want to talk about whatever. This is just like I really want this to be like a nice, chilled, just, do you know what I mean? Just like a nice place to hang out. That's what I want. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what I want. That's what we'll do. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice, chilled stream. Right, let's blast our way down all of the comments, shall we? Hey Days, what's up? I am good, thank you. Thomas WWE, thank you for joining us. The Seth and Bray tweets are interesting. They are, but I haven't really kind of given them a great deal of thought. I've read them, but I can't sit here and tell you what they mean. So I might potentially do a video on them after NWA Power. I know that Aew Dark is on, but I'm 50-50 on it. I've got to be honest. I'm really 50-50 on it because it feels like it's basically their main event. It's like their superstars, you know? It's like with WWE, before they do Raw, they do main event, or at least they used to. I don't even know if they do it anymore. They used to do main event. And basically, it's where you get like Titus O'Neil versus Dana Brooke, those kind of matches, right? The people that don't quite ever make the main show. Now, they might use a few big names on to get people interested at first, but I'm telling you, this is going to be like the Librarians versus Brandy Rhodes. It's going to be those kind of matches. So if it's not good enough to make it onto the actual show, should I really care about it? Do you know? Is it? I just don't know. I'm really torn on it. I'm not. I think it is free on YouTube, so it's got that going for it. But I gotta be honest, Tuesdays for me, I mean, right now it's all about NWA Power. How do you watch? It's on YouTube, my friend. It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook. So it's free. It's free. Like, you don't need any subscriptions or anything like that. In 16 minutes, you can watch wrestling for free. And it's not just any wrestling as well. NWA is the oldest wrestling promotion. I don't want to say in the world, but I really think it could be. Because when WWE first started, they were a part of this. They were actually a part of the NWA. I'll give you a real quick history, okay? Real quick, and a lot of you already know this. In America, yeah, this is America. In America, it was broken up into different states, as you know, and different areas. And each state, each area had its own wrestling promotion. So in New York, you had Capital Wrestling, which would become WWE. Down south, you obviously had Texas, Mid-South Wrestling, Georgia Wrestling. Trying to think of all the different promotions. Stampede Wrestling was up in Canada. So on, so on, so on, right? You had all these different promotions. And what they did was they brought them all together. They took all the managers, all the top guys, all the businessmen that run all the promotions, and they put them all in one room, and they were called the NWA. They were a group of wrestling promoters, and Vince McMahon Sr. used to go to those meetings, and that was the NWA. It was all these promotions coming together, and they would share wrestlers, they would share championships. They had one world champion that would go around all the different promotions. Not like now where you've got, you know, Universal Champ, WWE Champ. There'd just be one world champ that would go from territory to territory, would go from place to place. NWA was kind of, it's what brought them all together. Now, as time's gone on, things have changed, and now NWA is its own promotion. And tonight is absolutely huge, because it's been going in the background, but it's not been very successful. There's people just haven't been watching it, but they've hit reset. They've spent some money. They're putting it out for free. I love the set. I love the logo. I love their champion, Nick Aldous, who I think is he's a legit champion. He brings real prestige to this. And also the belts. Right now, there is not a wrestling promotion that's got belts as great as NWA. Done. Simple. That's it. No one has got belts as good. You wait till you see. They're old school, right? You've got to like your old school belts. But they are just... And I said in the chat before, there's a real argument that the world champion, right? The wrestling champion, the person that is absolutely top of the tree. Like if aliens invaded and they said, take us, show us your wrestling champion, who is the world champion, right? There's an argument that the NWA champion is that person. There's an argument that this is the top of the tree. It's the oldest promotion. It's got the most prestige. It's got such a history with Harley Race and Dusty Rhodes. And, I live for it. Just love it. How do you think Seth looks not being on Raw? I think he looks broken. I think he looks lost. I think I would have preferred it if WWE had come out and said, we actually tried to contact Seth Rollins, but we haven't been able to contact him. We can't get through to our champion. We can't get through to the Universal Champion. We'll bring you more as that story develops, but for now, here's a replay of how we got into this situation, and then they play Hell in a Cell. I think they could have done a much better job of putting over the fact, well, where were they? Tell us, where are they? Where is the champion? Where is Seth Rollins? Even if it was, they don't know, they should have said, we don't know. So, again, it's another example of WWE not being able to tell the story, because I think the story's great. If you've watched my theory videos on it all, I still stand by it. I still think that's what's happening. And actually, the tweets that have come out kind of do lean towards it as well. I mean, you've got Seth actually tweeted out today, hashtag Seth Rollins is not cool. Seth said that. He said that he is not cool. So clearly he's got some kind of issues going on. He's struggling with himself. It's not a very positive message that he sent out about himself. So, yeah, there's definitely more going on than what people first thought here. And I still think WWE are botching it. I really do think they could be doing such better job than what they are. But, hey, that's up to them. That's up to them. Wheel of Fun will do one, I think probably after Power. I don't think there's ad breaks. I honestly don't know. I don't know how it works when it comes to YouTube. I love all your ideas on Fly. They need to hire you as a consultant if they already haven't. They definitely haven't, Mr. E-Man. Yeah, I mean, I'm just the same as like other wrestling fans. We all have dream matches. We all have ways that we would book things. And I'm exactly the same, you know. So I do think it's very difficult for creative. I do think it's difficult for the writers because of the fact that you've got people getting injured, people that, you know, need a break, like, say, Sasha. They might have had massive plans for Sasha after WrestleMania, and then she had to go off and, you know, find herself again, and she was a bit broken, so, which is fine, of course. But still, you know, that's hard if you're putting plans in place. Because storylines are being planned, like they're working on WrestleMania right now. You know they're doing that. That's how far ahead they work. They're working on WrestleMania. They will have an idea right now what WrestleMania is going to look like. They know the main event right now. Could change, but they know the matches that they want. And it's all about trying to get there. And this is what I'm saying. It's very difficult. Because then you've got drafts and you've got people that are popular that are no longer popular. It's like everyone was loving on Seth and now not so much. And everyone was loving on Kofi and his title reign wasn't the best. It's, again, though, not his fault. Not his fault. The way he's been booked is horrible. But yeah, I really feel like they could do a better job than what they are. But hey, it is what it is. It's a very interesting time to be a wrestling fan. Let's just be grateful for that. Do you know what channel NWA is on, Days? Yes, it's on. And have you got a pen? Get a bit of paper. Get a pen. You ready? It's on the NWA channel. Just joking. Well, I'm not joking. It is. But yeah, if you go to NWA, it'll come up with a load of rap videos. Yeah, you don't want those. You want the one that says NWA Power. It's got, you're looking at the back, a lady. She's got long hair. I don't know who she is. I feel like, is that Nick Aldous in front? Can't see what it actually says. It says, I think maybe National Treasure on the back of his jacket. He's kind of walking through the curtains. In the corner, it says NWA Power. And it says premieres in 9 minutes. Do you have Snapchat? No. Check Twitter. Matt Hardy sent a touching tweet about 2K20. Oh, 2K20 out in 12 days. I still haven't pre-ordered it. Days, can you shout NWA? Yes, I can, yes. Type in National Wrestling Alliance. Must be frustrating being a writer. You spend your time writing a script and 10 minutes before the show, it gets ripped up. Wow, yeah, that's a really good point, because everything we just mentioned about injuries and people kind of, not feeling the best and taking a bit of time away. I mean, Finn Balor requested time away so he could get married. Sasha Banks requested time away because she really lost herself after WrestleMania. And, you do all of that. You then have to change those plans. And then on top of all of that, Vince McMahon just rewrites it anyway. Like, you do all that work, you stay up all, like, night after night, like, putting all the little details in and setting it all up, and that's going to lead to that, and, yeah, we can do this, and then we've got, this person can come back, oh, that's perfect. Give it to Vince. Vince goes, wow, goddamn, no. And then rips it up, and then goes in a different direction. So, yeah, it must be super frustrating. C Wrestling says this is going to be a great old school look to a wrestling show. I am so excited, dude. I've been bubbling about this for weeks now. I agree, and we've been talking about the belts. I mean, shout out to C Wrestling. He was the one that told me it was. I'd heard about NWA Power, that it was a new show that was coming, but honestly, I filed it in the back of my brain under. No way I can watch it. It's going to be on Access Point 2 or something, some crazy channel that I can't get. Had no idea until C Wrestling was talking about it that it was going to be free on YouTube. I mean, this is just the best. This is just the best. Old school wrestling for free. For free? Amazing. What if Seth becomes Bray's apprentice? I would love it. I really think when you do see Seth, he's going to be a broken man. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I mean, I think when you see him, he's going to be wrestling with himself. I think he's going to be just not quite there. He might be zoning out, all of this kind of stuff. And then that will lead to a rematch, and hopefully Bray gets the belt at that point. But yeah, I really think that he could either then work with Bray, or which I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure if I want him to work with Bray or not. But he could turn heel. I think turning heel would make more sense. People loved heel Seth. I had a lot of people get in touch with me on Twitter saying if this leads to heel Seth, it'll be the best thing in the world. I think people really do want heel Seth back, so I think that's probably the better way forward. What channel number is NWA Wrestling? It's on YouTube, my friend. Go to YouTube. I feel like I just need a little recording in the corner saying you can watch this for free on YouTube. I'm doing their work for them. They definitely could have done a better job of getting the message out there. But it's free. It's on YouTube. You can go to NWA or National Wrestling Alliance, NWA Power, and you will find it. It is 5 minutes away. And I think, look, if you like old school wrestling, if you like just good wrestling, and there's going to be like little interview segments and all of this, I think you're going to be into this show. Everything I've seen so far, I've loved. Like, I'm at the point now where I want autograph cards. I want figures. I mean, I would love an NWA. I should make one. I wonder if I could make one. If I got like a load of cardboard, I wonder if I could like fashion an NWA arena with a little interview area and a ring and a crowd and all of that. That would be fun. And yeah, I want all of it. I'm even thinking like I need to order an NWA hat. I want an NWA Power t-shirt. I'm like a fanboy already, and it hasn't even started. Still 4 minutes away. I feel bad for Seth. He just did his job. Yeah, well, I mean, he did his job in the sense of he was locked inside. I mean, you've got to remember that the purpose of that wrestling match is to win a wrestling match. What Seth did was he wasn't trying to win a wrestling match. I think Seth has been intimidated. I think Seth has been scared. I think Seth has been pushed to his limit, and it stopped being a wrestling match. I think if you're going to smash someone over the head with a toolbox, it's officially stopped being a wrestling match, hasn't it? Now it's about doing actual harm and potentially trying to keep that person down for good. I'm not saying kill them, but I'm saying hurt them to the point where they can't come after you again. It stopped being a wrestling match. Seth got pushed to that extreme. And actually, he had a sane person. He had the referee standing right in front of him saying, you don't need to do this. You don't need to go this far. And you can see, even on the replays, it's just, oh yeah. And he's screaming, and there's a moment where it looks like he's crying, and just looks like in the corner when he's got that sledgehammer. I'd urge you watch it again. It looks like the guy has a full-blown meltdown. He has a full-blown meltdown. And whatever happens, whatever snapped or clicked in his head, he uses the sledgehammer. He goes for it. And this is what I'm saying. At that point, he's not going for a pin. He's probably done enough to win the match. I don't know what happens if he pins Bray Wyatt. Does he win the match and that's it? He doesn't even try. He doesn't even try. He tries to keep Bray down for good. He uses a toolbox, uses a sledgehammer. And people saying that, like, The Fiend looked weak. He didn't, because he took all of that and then got back up. If anything, you could argue that The Fiend looks a little bit unrealistic. If you want to really criticize it, you could say that The Fiend looks a little unrealistic because he got hit with a million curb stomps, hit with the chair, hit with the ladder, hit with the sledgehammer, hit with the toolbox. And then after all of that, he still goes, bah, mandible claw. You know, so if there is a criticism, it would be probably that he looked a little bit too strong. Raw drew 2.3 down from 2.5. They lost 200,000. I'd say that's nothing. Considering the hate that there was following Hell in a Cell, and the fact this was the second week after their relaunch, I think they would probably expect to lose about 200,000. So I think that's a good result, actually. How long is the show? I don't know. I think it's an hour. But don't quote me. Stone Cold and Mick Foley still calling it a DQ. Jesus. That's not their fault. It's WWE. They've done a horrible story of telling this. I've seen people saying ref stoppage, no contest, DQ. It's all the same. I've seen people saying that online. It's like it's not the same. Just so you know, it's not the same. So they really needed to tell that story better. Right, friends, less than 60 seconds. Or it says 60 seconds for NWA Power. Just want to see a flashback moment of Dusty and a Rock and Roll Express clip. I do as well. They've got such a history. The footage that they could show. Blow your mind. Absolutely blow your mind. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited for this. And as we said, it's even said, it's stopped counting down. It says beginning shortly now. Can you imagine if this is really good and NWA win the wrestling war? Yeah, that would be immense. That would be immense. Wonder how they could win the wrestling war. How could they get from this position to winning the wrestling war? People saying, here we go, Days, I'm excited. I'm excited as well. I'm excited. Tell you, man, I'm buying it. I'm buying the hat. If nothing else, I'm buying the hat, okay? Definitely after this, I'm going to buy a hat, an NWA hat. That's just a classic logo as well, isn't it? The NWA with the people wrestling on the globe and everything. Wait till you see the belts as well, if you haven't seen the belts. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love them. I mean, of course, the World Championship, everyone knows that. But it's immense. I'm super excited. I'm super... How do you watch? Go to NWA Power on YouTube, my friend. National Wrestling Alliance. Oh, the screen's gone black. We're starting. It's happening. There's a little countdown thing. Oh, they have to have that rubbish little YouTube countdown thing as well. I've only done a couple of video premieres, and it is a bit weird, this little countdown thing. I like the music, though. Nice. 1 minute 30. Let's get this off the screen. I need to drink this coffee. It's gone cold. The show is for free. Oh, please be good. Please be good. Please be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's free. How can it fail? Do you know what I mean? Anything that's free is good. James Storm chose NWA over Impact. So he's got faith in this. MLW will win the war because that company is the dark horse. Can we get a Dusty chant? Dusty. I wonder how Cody feels, because, like, Dusty really made his name in the NWA, so I really feel like Cody is going to be supporting this. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw an AEW NWA crossover. We saw Cody have an NWA World Championship match at All In. If you watched All In last year, Cody's match was for the main title, their title. It was Nick Aldis, their champion, versus Cody. And Cody won. So Cody Rhodes has been the NWA World Champion very recently, last year. I'm so pumped for this. This is awesome. Days, stream this every week. We're gonna. Oh, come on, play. Oh, it's gonna be good. 3,000 people are watching it on YouTube. That's very cool. And once it's up, they can watch it at their leisure, can't they? They can watch it at any time, so that's really cool. It's not really so much about who watches it live. Oh, another countdown clock. What's going on? Do you reckon this is the show? Do you reckon once this one's done, we just get a picture of Jim Cornette and we get another countdown clock as well? Immense. And then we get a picture of Dusty. And it just keeps going until the end of the show. This is NWA Power. Just constant countdown clocks. Yeah! That is the best thing they could have done. Another countdown. This is like countdown clock inception. This is countdown clockception. That's what we're watching right now. Plus also, it's really trippy. Look at the stars. Look at the logo. I feel like I'm in like a time capsule. I feel like literally I'm being taken back to the 1980s, the early 1980s, the late 1970s. I'm being whisked back through time and space. It's all really trippy, isn't it? Love it. I love the logo as well. I know I keep saying it, but the way it's got that slight faded effect on it and everything, and God, it's so good. Even their countdown clock is like analog, kind of old school. I think there's chanting. Is there chanting in the background? What is going on? Is there a choir? Are we at church? Are we at church? There's like an organ and a choir. Very faintly in the background. Jeez, I tell you what, you don't get this with WWE. WWE, it's like... It's Monday night and it's time for Raw. With NWA Power, it's like... Welcome to the 1970s. Got like tribal drums and things now. Oh my God. I've got to tell you, I'm satisfied already. This is it. This is wrestling. This is wrestling. 50 odd seconds. Hey Days, I'm watching NWA on my phone and your stream on my TV. You probably got that the wrong way around, dude. You might want to watch the action on the TV. This isn't built for high definition. This right here this should be seen like with the brightness turned all the way down. The Church of Wrestling. That's where we are. The Church of Wrestling. Green shirt. Oh, he will. Christopher, you're absolutely right. Green shirt guy is going to be in the front row. He's going to be in the front row tonight. And he'll be pretending. He'll be sat next to the guy with the long hair and his mom. And they'll all be pretending that it's just normal. Such a traitor. Although I would have mad respect for him if he was there. If he was there. Countdown like the Rumble. We're into 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time! Here we go. Power! Yeah! Look at this. They're showing us, like, Ring of Honor. They obviously haven't got the footage yet to show it. Who's that guy? Who's the guy with the snake? Who's the guy with the snake? There's a guy with a snake. Is he, like, Drake the Snake Roberts or someone? They've got Drake the Snake Roberts. There's the NWA World Champion and the World Championship, Nick Aldis. Look at that belt. Look at that belt. We've got Tim Storm Again, I'm not familiar with some of these names, but I'm sure you guys are. I mean, Eli Drake, I'm aware of. James Storm. Look at that belt as well. James Storm. It's a shame because they can't use any footage from the TV show, so these pictures don't look... They look quite indie. Look at... I love him. Who's he? He's my favourite already. Josephus. Josephus? Josephus? I mean, I'm down with Josephus. I'm into Josephus. Power. Here we go, guys. Young Bucks shirts. The GPB Studios. There's Jim Cornette. Look at the little badges they've got as well. Little badges, the £10 of gold. For 50 years. Look at this, they're showing us. Look at this. All the history. This is what they bring. Look at the history that they bring. This isn't a new promotion. Ric Flair. Dave's just letting know about an hour AEW YouTube that have the dark matches. Boom. I don't know why it's not live. That's a really good question. Yeah, there is a championship match tonight. I hope we get Josephus or whatever he's called. Here we go. Oh, they're going to talk to the champ. I love this. It feels a bit like mid... what was that one? Nick Aldous. Who's he with? Who's she? She's not Mickie James. Who's that? Nick Aldis is here. Look at that belt. Love that. Love the 70s newsroom feel. NWA was before WWE. You're absolutely right. Josephus, I think that's his name, has the snake. Yes. What are you watching? NWA. It's on YouTube right now. Just go to NWA. Look at that belt. Look at that belt as well. The history of that belt is immense. Immense. It looks like a real wrestling belt as well, doesn't it? Who's she? Can someone tell me who she is? NWA Wrestling Alliance, the World Heavyweight Championship. And as I said before, there's an argument that is the legit belt. That is the actual World Wrestling Championship. He's putting over the rest of the roster here, talking about James Storm. Allysin Kay, that's her name? Is that her name? Maybe that's not her name. A Mildred Burke reference. If you don't know who Mildred Burke is, she was women's wrestling in the 50s, 40s, 50s. Oh, I'm so into this. The £10 of gold. Sweet Charlotte. Is that tonight? Nick Aldis against Tim Storm for that title. Could get a championship match tonight. This is awesome. It's great, isn't it? It looks great. I love how he's looking at the wrong camera there. They cut camera angles and he was staring straight forward. I still want to know who she is. Hard to think Nick Aldis got his big break from Gladiators UK. Did he? I don't know. I don't know the history of him. Camille. The woman is Camille. Okay, cool. I like her. She's not a woman of many words. Love the set. Love the, oh, look at them NWA shirts. I want one of them as well. I'm definitely getting a cap. Oh, he's going over to the crowd. Come on! Oh, I want to go. I want to be in that crowd. Oh. Ah, look at this old school! Look at this old school! Oh my god, this is immense! Here we go, look, we're underway. Look at that ring skirt. Proper old school. As I said, you haven't seen anything like this from WWE or... I totally did not get who these teams were, though. Who is it? I need to put the graphics up on screen. I feel like I'm doing an awful job of streaming here. Because I am doing an awful job of streaming here. Trying to get a pin. I like the look of this team. Whoever it is in black. They look pretty cool. They're, I always appreciate tag teams that wear the same ring attire. Duck underneath, against the ropes. Clothesline, goes down. Who are these people? NWA World Championship match tonight. Nice tag team work. Picking him up. Down he goes. There's a guy in the front row that looks like Santa. He's got an orange jacket on. He's the new green shirt guy. Orange. We've got Orange Santa. Oh my god, we've got Orange Santa. Orange Santa is the new green shirt guy. And there's also a kid that's wearing a green shirt. So we've got a new green shirt guy and Orange Santa. Immense. 1, 2. Dominant display for whoever they were. Reminds me of the AOP. They've gone over to the Dawsons. They're called the Dawsons. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. You just got a little bit of what we're all about. The Dawsons say they own this place now. I don't actually know who... Oh, the tag champs. It's Rock and Roll Express, isn't it? I think the Rock and Roll Express are the tag champs. We're the two guys. We're the two guys that bullied all of you for your lunch money. We're the two guys that when you see us in an alleyway, you turn the other way. The Dawsons. Oh, look at this old school graphic. Up next, Eli Drake. Austin Idol. I love it. What is this? Austin Idol. Wrestling College. Go to universalwrestlingcollege.com. I should sign up, shouldn't I? I should sign up for Universal Wrestling College. Wrestlingcollege.com. I don't know what I'm watching. Is that like a legitimate advert for an actual wrestling college, or what am I watching? Is that a spoof? It reminds me of, do you remember when they all dressed up in WWE and did the fake old school wrestling? It reminds me of that. What was that called? What was that called? I can't remember what that was called now. Southpaw Regional Wrestling, wasn't it? Eli Drake. Eli Drake is here. So I'm guessing this is going to be a promo. got the crowd on his side. It feels like I've dropped 3 hits of acid and I've been transported in a time warp. It is, isn't it? I feel like I'm watching proper old school wrestling. This is it. This is what wrestling was like in the 70s, late 70s, mid 70s, early 80s. This is what wrestling was. Eli Drake is one of the best today on the mic. No green shirt guy, the petition worked. No, we've got Orange Santa now. Says when you come to the NWA, you've got men. What's your favourite TV show of all time? This. Sounds like Stone Cold. Looks like Stone Cold! If he shaves his head, just needs a couple of beers and then he's ready. Nice. Eli Drake versus Cali Conley. Okay, look at this. We're going straight into a match. Eli Drake match. Cali Conley. Don't know anything about this guy. Okay, here we go. 2 of them lock up. I don't know anything about this Calib. Love Jim Cornette's commentary. He's saying there's not an ounce of fat on Eli Drake. He says the conditioning, the cardio. I mean, Cornette just gets it, doesn't he? He really does just get it. Takes the legs away. I don't agree with Jim Cornette on everything. He hates, like, gimmicky things. And I love things like Orange Cassidy, which he absolutely loathes. But when it comes to calling proper wrestling, which is what this is, he is the best. Oh, whoa, nice! Straight over. Caleb up top. No, goes down. Drops the elbow by Eli Drake. No one home. Caleb into the corner. Eli Drake out the way. Net breaker. I bet that is a lot of fun being in that crowd. Billy Corgan wants something different and not like anyone else. He has succeeded. The referee is Brian Hepner. Daisy, you streaming AEW Dark tonight? I don't know. I'm not really sold. If it's not good enough to make it onto the show, I don't know. Hands on his feet. Against the ropes. I'm all about swinging neck breaker. I'm not all about swinging neck breakers. I'm all about this. 2 count. Haven't seen Eli Drake. His finisher isn't the stunner, is it? I am loving this. It's really cool, isn't it? Orange Santa just chilling. I know. Forget green shirt guy. It's all about Orange Santa. Eli chant from the crowd. Straight to the midsection by Caleb. Big chop. Drives Eli Drake back. You've got different camera angles here as well, haven't you? They're quite low. Knee to the side of the head. Shoulder charge. Over the top. 1, 2. Kick out. They've already done a couple of promos. We're obviously learning about these guys. I hope they give us some like behind the scenes stuff. I really enjoyed that Universal Wrestling College thing, but I still can't tell if it was an actual advert or if they were trying to build up a character or something. I don't know. But I'd like more of that. I want to know a bit more about Eli Drake. I mean, you can only get so much from those promos, like, I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. But I'd like to see him talking to a few people backstage. I'd like to see, do you know what I mean? Interacting with other wrestlers, some relationships and all that. Nice. Top rope enziguri by Caleb. Eli Drake goes down. Caleb over the top. Nice. 1, 2. Kick out by Eli Drake. Aew Dark is meant to be a separate show for a chance to give some stars exposure. It's not about making the main show. You should stream it. Okay. Days Rock and Roll Express won't make it to bingo. I know, I can't believe they're the champs. Rock and Roll Express, I think they've got a combined age of like 120 something. Oh, look at that for a stomp by Caleb. I felt that. Nice, what's he going on? He's calling for something. Calling for some kind of... Nice. Off the top, moonsault. But Eli gets his legs up, picks up Eli. Caleb down. 1, 2. Eli wins. No worries, Justin. Days, you heard The Fiend was on Raw after... Yes, I did. I saw the footage. People were tagging me about 20 minutes after Raw had finished. He attacked Cesaro, and I think it was just to send a message that he was all right, actually. Give the fans something to cheer about before they went home. Eli Drake. Okay, so they're building this up. This was Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. This is cool. Hey Days, did you see the Fiend's attack? Sorry, I did. Anything on what happened after Raw aired? Anything on what happened after Raw aired? Fiend attacked Cesaro. I mean, there's not really anything to it. It's just a moment for the crowd. And I honestly think it was to kind of get across the fact that the Fiend was all right as well. I think it served a couple of purposes, but I think it was to send the crowd home happy. I don't think there's like a history between the Fiend and Cesaro and stuff like that, you know? I'm sure if you look, you can find some, but I wouldn't look for looking's sake. Crowd are red hot every time you go back. Who's this guy? I want Storm. This guy wants Storm. Oh, is that the guy I like? Is that Josephine or whatever? Is this the snake guy? Where's his snake? Don't pick on Orange Santa! Returns to Atlanta, December 14th to 16th. Okay, there's the Dawsons. I'm starting to learn some of these names now. There he is! They actually spoke to Orange Santa. It does feel like something from 30 years ago. It's done really well. Tim Storm, former NWA champion, Nick Aldous beat him for the title. Josephine is kicking off here, whatever his name is. Daisy, you excited for the draft? I am. Don't get on top of me. This guy wants Storm. I hope Storm does come out, because I think he's got a really beautiful belt. Get Storm out here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I think he's coming. Look at that belt. Look at that belt. Oh. Oh. That's a real wrestling belt. Look at that wrestling belt. Beautiful. Mother effing. Mother effing Storm. Nice. He's cutting a promo on him. He says, guys like you pretend to be tough. Reminds me of WCW Kevin Nash and Hall interrupting the announcers. If they made the ITV Wrestling reboot look like this, then it might still be on telly. Cassidy and Santa Orange Tag Team Champions. Go back to your desk job. He says, you should leave this TV set and stop trying to be a star. Leave it to the real stars. This has been the best promo. It's been the best promo. They're fighting now over by the commentary area. Look at that belt. I'm still in love with that belt. Let them fight. Let them fight. Give me the belt. Give me the belt. Up next, the Wildcards. Oh my god, I thought we'd got past Wildcards. Oh, I don't need more Wildcards. Deal of the week. What's the deal of the week? What's the deal of the week? You can get £10 of gold, the 3-disc DVD set this week for just $19.99. That's right. 3 discs of all of your favorite NWA action for the low, low price of $19.99. Deal of the week. So the Wildcards are the tag team champs. Look at them belts. Can we all just, right, as you're looking at these belts, can you just picture the WWE belts? Can you just picture what the WWE tag titles look like and then compare them to those? Right? Look at those actual wrestling belts and then picture the WWE tag belts. Literally any of them. Maybe with the exception of the NXT UK ones. But look at these tag titles. The Wildcards. Corey says that's not a bad deal. You're right, that is not a bad deal. I don't know why. I was taken over then. I was consumed. I don't know who they're facing. I'll tell you what, that's a real problem here. We don't know. We don't know these teams. We don't know anyone. It would be really helpful if it was displayed on screen, or do you know what I mean? Like, they only briefly tell you who these teams are, and then it goes Wildcards versus who? Right. So, Wildcards are champs. Going over. Right, he's got this guy in. I need to learn these names. Oh, that was bang! That was nice. To the throat. Into the corner. Nice. Clothesline spear. They're going to make short work of this, aren't they? I think they're going to make short work. The promos are not scripted. There's views on them not following up Hell in a Cell on Raw. I said last night I'd much rather have silence than stupid. So I'm absolutely fine with it. If they need a little longer, if they want to put the spotlight on Tyson Fury instead, then I'll take silence over stupid. Because had they come out and said something stupid, could ruin everything. I'd much rather they just take their time, so I'm all right with it. I know people are going to be angry about it, and I can't disagree. I really feel like this story needed a follow-up. But, you know, I mean, people are talking about it, aren't they? People are saying, still talking, even today, about The Fiend and Seth Rollins. Was it right? Was it wrong? Was it good? Was it bad? Why didn't they talk about it on Raw? Pick him up. Oh, beautiful German. 1, 2, 3. They look a decent team. They look a decent team. I'm into that. Even Orange Santa is standing up. And there's them belts again. Look at them. Oh, don't drop it! Don't drop the belts! They remind me of the old WWE Championship. Don't know if you remember it from the 70s, but it looked exactly the same. It looked exactly the same. The old WWE Championship. Wonder why? Why does the old WWE Championship look exactly the same as that? Bob Backlund, WWE Champion. I think he had Big Green, but I think he did also have the other one. Let's have a look. I know I might be talking a bit of nonsense, but I will show you in a second. Hello, is this the Dawsons? No. Eddie Kingston, okay. They've got Damian Sandow on their roster as well, by the way. I like that. Let the king speak! I'm into this guy. I like this guy. That's the old WWE Championship. Looks exactly the same, doesn't it? Exactly the same as them belts. It's as if they've stolen the old WWE title. Loving his moustache. You don't speak for people like me? This is the best promo now. I'm into this promo. Oh! He's just knocked that little plinth out the way. Homicide. I'm into this team. What's this team called? The Outlaws. Hello? Hello, what's happening here? Is that Storm? It's Carnage? James Storm and Josephus. NWA, 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 NWA. We'll be right back. I'm so into this. I mean, like, it's going to take a little while to get used to the characters. You need to learn a bit more about them, or I need to learn a bit more about them. At the moment, I can't even write the names on the screen because they show it for a second and then it goes. There's a whole women's division that we haven't seen yet as well. I like the look of that Outlaw team. I think that Eddie Kingston just cut the best promo so far. So I'm into that. Days, please answer this. I sent you my address by email so that you can send me a kids magazine I won on Sundays. Okay, cool. What's the question? What a name, Homicide. Yeah. Just let them fight. Let them fight. They want to fight. There's a ring. Go at it. Oh, he's got out the ring. He's running away. We need the Benny Hill music. We need the Benny Hill music. Someone get the Benny Hill music. It's Josephus, right? Is this the scary guy that had the snake? Because at the moment, I'm just seeing a plumpish man running away. Oh, Storm's guy's going into the crowd. Into the crowd already. Every seat's a good seat. I'd love to go there. I bet it'd be ace to go to one of them TV tapings. Does anyone know? Is that the Snake Man? Let me know. I like the look of the Snake Man, but this, I don't want to support someone that's going to run away. Love seeing the old school TNA vets. Let them fight. Homicide was in LAX. Orange Santa's going to get involved. No, we don't have Discord. No, sadly not. Let's go Cowboy is the chant. I think this is happening. Josephus. How the hell do you spell that? Right, we are. We're getting a match. Storm versus Joe Jesus. Let's have a look. Not Joe Jesus. That'd be a great name. Oh, super kick. Joe Jesus goes down. 2. Done. I don't even get chance. I don't even get chance to write it on the thing. Storm versus Joe. It's over already. Look at these knees. Obviously, Storm was in NXT as well. Like, I think he had 1 match. So he's certainly been on WWE's radar. What's he doing? He's put his... Oh, look at that. He's put his thumb in his mouth and lay him down. Look at that. The ultimate embarrassment. I'm going to struggle to support that Joe guy now. It looks good. James Storm looked good. Look, it's trashed. Everywhere's trashed. They've made such a mess. He says, this is my house. Oh my God, that is brilliant. Thumb in his mouth. So, Tim Storm, NWA World Heavyweight Champion. If he loses, or was, if he loses, he won't get another shot at the title. So, you're talking about the old champ versus the new champ, or the current champ. Oh, he's a school teacher. This is brilliant. Look at this. We're learning some stuff. He's a school teacher. He's a husband. He's a father. Jesus Christ. I've already learned more about Tim Storm than I've ever learned about Ricochet, thanks to WWE. He says it's a great view. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. I got nothing I can say bad about this. Talking, they're showing us the history. CZW. Such a shame, isn't it? Seeing that title being defended in those kind of spaces. It deserves to be on such grander stages. Like that one, All In. The £10 of gold. I won't, Alan. They tell better stories than WWE. This is great. Better than Raw. Is James Storm now called Tim Storm, or are they 2 different people? 2 different people. They could be in a tag team called, like, the Ultimate Storm. The Storm Brothers. It's brilliant. This reminds me of, like, watching WCW as well, a little bit, from the 90s. When it was at Disney. Do you remember when it was done in Disney, MGM? I won the magazine with WWE, Mike. How do I claim the prize? Just send me your address, dude. It's real simple. Send me your address to wrestlingdays@gmail.com. They're giving him an opportunity to talk here before the match, this Tim Storm. Mama Storm? I am Mama Storm's baby boy. There's a Mama Storm chant. Mama Storm! Mama Storm! They're building this up, man. I mean, look at... Look, it looks like he's getting a bit emotional as well as he's talking. He says Nick Aldous is probably the best champion in wrestling today. This is great. They're really building this up. He's got one opportunity. If he loses, he'll not get a shot again. And he says there's nothing more important in wrestling than the NWA World Championship. If you had one opportunity to grab that thing that means everything to you, would you take that opportunity? Would you reach out? Would you grab it? Ah, what a promo. You don't even get this before you get title matches on Raw, do you? Jeez, I really want him to win. I really want him to win. I want him to do it. I want him to do it for Mama Storm. Tonight is the night. What a promo. What a promo. Shout out to Dean Winchester. Hello, Yusuf. Hope you're well, dude. Up next, Nick Aldis versus Tim Storm. I'm guessing that's going to be Deal of the Week, guys. Deal of the Week again. You can get £10 of gold, the 3-disc DVD set this week for $19.99. That's right, the low, low price of $19.99. That is the NWA Deal of the Week. Beautiful. Next week. What is next week? Allysin Kay. World Championship match. This is as big as it gets. Nick Aldis versus Tim Storm. Fist bump as well for Orange Santa. Boom! Orange Santa gets a fist bump. Tim Storm. Looks good. I really like the look of Tim Storm as well. He looks like an old school wrestler, doesn't he? Do we have anyone like that in WWE? Is there anyone that's like a bit older, that's still got a good physique like this, that can still wrestle? Can't think of anyone. Tell you what, I've only just noticed. No entrance music. No entrance musics. I think I missed that. I think I'd like some. I know it's retro to not have entrance music, but I do feel like it's a good addition. There's no entrance stage. They just come through a black curtain. There's no pyro. Here we go then. Dave Cesaro had a really bad night after Raw. Not only did he get attacked, but he got knocked out by Tyson. He looks like a beast. The Undertaker. Yeah, I suppose. Here we go. We're underway. Tim Storm versus Nick Aldis for the NWA World Championship. This is the current champion versus the old previous champion. And you just look at Tim Storm and you can just tell straight away that he's just going to know every hold, isn't he? He's got a bit of a Kurt Angle vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting. Kurt Angle. Yeah, they're saying Tim Storm built like a tank. That'd be a good little name, wouldn't it? The Tank. Tim Storm. A power man. Oh! Aldis with a chop. Didn't do anything. Tim Storm with a chop. Aldis goes flying across the ring. Wow. What if all the intro music was Smashing Pumpkin songs? Yes. Big strikes coming in from Aldis. First round and Tim Storm firing off now. Shots to the midsection by Tim Storm. Going high, going low. Going back up top again. The ref trying to break him apart. Kind of pushing the boundaries here, but we know what it means to Tim Storm. There was that great promo beforehand. What's he going to look for? Bulldog, maybe? No, against the ropes. Shoulder charge. Down goes Aldis. Against the ropes goes Tim Storm. Over the top. Aldis back up. Looking for a hip toss. Ducks underneath. Big strike by Tim Storm. And Aldis goes down. Aldis goes out the ring. Bit of a reset here for the champion. Yeah, looking for a breather. Looking for a moment. Yeah, I wonder, I mean, like, I don't actually know. Is it Camille and Aldis a heel? Is Camille going to get involved? She hasn't done anything. She hasn't said anything. She hasn't changed her facial expression. Reversed into the ring post goes Tim Storm. Aldis gets into the ring. Thoughts on the beginning of Raw with Lashley, Lana, and Rusev? I really like it. I was into it, yeah. Nice little fact. Tim Storm is the oldest man to win the NWA Championship. Ooh, that's cool. I do miss out on the commentary because I have to have it turned down. So I do miss on some of them bits they're saying. So I really appreciate you letting me know what I miss. Tim Storm versus Walter. Battle of the Knife Edge Chops. Against the ropes goes Aldis, dropping the elbow. One. Kick out at one. Gonna have to do more than that to put the old man away. Don't forget, if Tim Storm loses, he does not get another shot at this championship. Nice. James Storm's stint in TNA with Bobby Roode as beer money was genius. Roland is watching from Ghana. Nice headlock. You know what I mean? Look, when it comes to this, I really don't think you're going to be seeing loads of high flying and all that aerial stuff. I think you're going to see that old school style of wrestling. I think you're going to see a lot of headlocks and bear hugs and maybe even aeroplane spins. I don't know. But it's good. I'm really into it. I really like the fact they showed us like Tim Storm's history and showed him at home, and Spoke about the fact he's a grandfather and, you know, he's a teacher as well. I know, honestly, joking aside, I know more about Tim Storm than I do about 99% of WWE's roster. Just for the fact they've got 5 hours a week, WWE, there is no excuse for the fact that they cannot develop their characters. They can't show you what their characters do outside of wrestling. In the first episode of this, they've already showed us Tim Storm. The only problem is, how much of Tim Storm are we going to see in the future? I don't know. I'd like to learn a little more about Nick Aldis. Clothesline, Aldis goes down. Back elbow. Tim Storm's the one that's on fire now. Big boot. Aldis goes down. Crowd are into this. Shout out to KJ. Taking down Tim Storm. What's he looking for? Figure 4? No, little small package. Roll up. 1, 2. Strike to the midsection. Is he going for that figure 4? There it is. Figure 4 leg lock. Painful hold. Painful hold. Why don't they set off a couple of bottle rockets as the pyro? Maybe they haven't quite got the budget for it. Right in the middle of the ring, this is. Daze, are you watching next week? Yeah, I'm definitely watching next week. We're going to see the women's division next week. It's also, like, we're only just getting to see the characters. We haven't seen all of the superstars. We haven't seen all of the wrestlers. And we haven't seen any of the women's division. I want to get to know them a little bit more. I think I'll definitely do a bit more reading on them, so that I know a little bit more about them going into next week. But I really like it. I've really enjoyed it. It's been an easy show to watch. It's all free. I mean, it's all free. It's free on YouTube. You know what I mean? Anyone in the world can watch it. Oh, look at that suplex! Monstrous suplex. 2. Shoulder up by Nick Aldis. Yeah, he said, Cornette says that was more instinct than anything else. Aldis just doesn't really know where he is, but just managed to get the shoulder up. Tim Storm's looking to go up top. I said there wouldn't be much aerial stuff. Tim Storm's going up again. Goes for a bit of a crossbody. Does land it, but it's a little sloppy. Aldis manages to kick out. I like Cornette telling us what parts of the body a submission hurts and how and why. The ring psychology is missing in today's era. Do you think Jerry the King Lawler will be on the show? I think he would fit perfectly on the show, but sadly not. He's signed to WWE. They've got Damian Sandow. He's on their books. Aron Stevens. So he's someone that we could see in the future. But, I mean, if this works for them, it's only going to get bigger, isn't it? Bigger and better. Aldis going up top. Tim Storm's down and he drops the elbow. The Bull of the Woods is here. Where are the 4 horsemen? What's he looking for? It's a cloverleaf. He's got a cloverleaf. Trying to turn over Tim Storm with the cloverleaf. Oh, middle of the ring. His last opportunity. You can feel it. You can feel the drama. I think the commentary team are doing a really good job here. It's right in the middle. Ah! Oh! He's got it cinched in. What's he going to do? If he taps, he'll never get an opportunity again. This is everything he wants. Middle of the ring. Aldis. Oh, don't tap. Don't tap. Just pass out. Pass out. If you're going to go out, pass out. He's trying to crawl his way over to the ropes. Slowly getting there, and he gets there. He gets to the ropes. I really want Tim Storm to win. I want him to win for Mama Storm. Do it for Mama Storm. He has to break the hold. Both guys getting up. Tim Storm selling the injury to the lower back. Picking up Tim Storm. He's got him up. Gonna look to power slam him, but no. Ooh, Tim Storm pushes Aldis almost into... Low blow! Low blow! Oh, heel move! Tim Storm with a low blow! Like a deep six. 1, 2. Oh! Oh, low blow. Hey, look, it's everything he wants. He wants that belt. If he's got to bend them rules, break them rules. He's oxygen deprived. They're like, you can see the look on his face. He's oxygen deprived. I've never seen a man be oxygen deprived. And that Camille, I don't know what she does. She never changed. I swear she's a robot. She doesn't change her expression. She just walks back and forth. She's not got involved. What's Aldis doing here? They're on the middle rope. Headbutt. Oh, Aldis falls to one side and Storm goes down the other. Watch Camille. Is she going to do something? The referee's watching Camille, though, so she can't do anything. Cornette saying, keep an eye on Camille. We're all keeping an eye on Camille. I'm also keeping an eye on Orange Santa. Oh, no! Clothesline! Camille goes down! Aldis went to clothesline. Tim Storm ducks out the way. Camille, the robot, is down. Oh my God, high drama. Tim Storm has got Aldis. He's trying to pick him up. Small package. 1, 2. Oh, he got him. Aldis. Aldis. That was getting good at the end. Oh, poor Camille. There's no mats on that floor as well. That's a hard concrete floor. Showing a replay. Tim Storm gave everything there. Cloverleaf was cool. Look how she goes down. I love how she goes down. She's like, man, she goes down like a trooper. Like an absolute legend. Yeah, Aldis, you might want to check on her. Get outside. Don't sit there holding your belt. Check on the woman. She hasn't got up. Where is she? I could watch her getting clotheslined again and again and again, right? I'm sure she's fine, but the way the way she went down was hilarious. Standing ovation for Aldis. She's back up now. NWA, NWA, NWA. That was good. That was a really good match. You got to say it was a good match. I feel sorry for Tim Storm. Look, he's getting a bit upset in the ring by the looks of it. Aldis going over to the little promo area. Let's see what he's got to say. Still hasn't checked on Camille. Doesn't care about Camille. I want to see this Camille wrestle. I want to hear her speak. Lot of respect there between Aldis and... Can we speak to Camille? Can we hear from Camille, please? Here we go. We're going to hear from her. The robot. She didn't say anything! She didn't speak! She can speak. Say something. Jesus Christ, what is going on? What is... Let her speak! Let her speak! Let her speak! I'm very, very intrigued by Camille. I'm very intrigued by her. I don't know what she's about. I don't know if she's good. I don't know if she's bad. I don't know what her thoughts are on Brexit. I don't know anything about this woman. Into the fire! By Dokken. Into the fire! Hey, look. That was free. That was free on YouTube. Amazing. What a great match. Great end match. The rest of the matches were squash matches. There was nothing to them, right? So I'd say that'd be the only down point, is that apart from that final match, we didn't get like loads of great wrestling. It was more to kind of show a bit of the roster. I hope that they get little videos out, and I hope that they kind of really try and educate people, because I really enjoyed it. I want to know more about Camille. I want to know more about those outlaws. I thought it was a really good first episode. Thought it was really good. I'm feeling about 7.5. About 7.5. Get your scores in. I want to know. People saying 10. See people saying 20. See, I'm going to be more kind of reserved. I'm going to say that it was a solid first episode, 7.5. I think there's definitely places they can go to. I think that they need to get across. I want to. There's loads of questions. I want to know about that wrestling university. What was that about? What, like, was that real? Is that a real wrestling university? Is that like part of a gimmick, or what is that about? So yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, and I am definitely watching that next week. 100%. This is a regular thing. That was not a disaster. It was really good, really solid, really solid. AEW Dark. I could be tempted. Let's go over. How long's it on for, this AEW Dark? Go on then. Here we go. Darby Allin. Go on then. We've had fun. Let's watch a little bit of AEW Dark. Here on AEW. Right. Darby Allin versus... This is going to be very different. If you want to watch this AEW Dark, then literally just go again to YouTube. Go to AEW. We've seen Darby Allin before. Obviously, he was in that hardcore match. He was in a match against Cody. And now he is taking on Shima from OVW, Oriental... No, OWE, Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, is it? OWE, I think it is. So, Shima from, yes, OWE, taking on Darby Allin. Thanks for staying on, bud. No worries, thank you, RVA Flips. Really appreciate you sticking with us. Thank God Nick Aldis didn't go to WWE. Thank you, Nick, because WWE would have ruined Nick Aldis. I give it a B minus 80%. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I would urge that if you've just watched NWA Power, then I would urge that you give it a couple of weeks, because that was not a bad first episode. I thought the end match was very good. And I think that you just got a taste. You just got a taste of what it's going to be like. It's old school wrestling. Love the little graphics in between, and I really think they're onto something. I really think they're onto something. I really hope that show does well. Right, double knees by Shima into Darby Allin. Darby Allin goes down. I can't find it. Just go to AEW on YouTube. No green shirt guy. We've banned him from everywhere. Are you going to channel the title? Are you going to channel the title? Change? What do you mean? Change the title? No. I don't know if we will do AEW Dark every week. I legit straight up don't know. But I had such fun with NWA, and I'm quite happy to check it out and see. Who knows? It might impress me. Oh, that impressed me. Straight over, nice flip, suicide dive. That's the problem that NWA is going to have. It's old school wrestling, and I mean, look at what Darby Allin's doing here. He's throwing his body on the line, and you know they've got to compete with this. This is like very showy wrestling, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Just hurling your body at Shima at the moment, and just putting your body on the line. Really feel like NWA would benefit by having. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they've got someone on the roster that will do that. One more time is the chant. And, yeah, green shirt guy is in the front. Of course he is. Darby Allin up top. That was silly. That was silly. He kind of jumped backwards. There was literally no one there. I don't think that move was... I don't even know what he was trying. Was it a back elbow? He gets hurled into the corner. Ooh, that was nasty. Nasty from Shima, who reverses it. Look at that submission hold. What a great submission hold that is. This is the problem. This is the problem that the NWA have got. They've got to compete against this. It's great old school wrestling, old school promos. You know, that match was a throwback match. It was solid, but if you're going to try and get people tuning in each week, you've got to have a bit of showy stuff like this, because this is where the world is now. This is what the majority of wrestling fans want to watch, is this. Flashy, fast-paced. Wheel of Fun. Yeah, we will do a Wheel of Fun. I'll do it. I know I said I'd do it after NWA, but we've gone straight into this match. So I will do it after this match. It'd be a bit disrespectful to do it during the match. Headbutts coming in by Darby Allin. He was headbutting his kneecap. I mean, I feel like I could have told him that was a bad idea. Back elbow. For a promotion that's so old, the NWO show felt fresh. I loved it. Days, will you stream Impact Wrestling on Tuesdays? To be honest, I would have, but I can't find access. I would have been tempted because I really do like Jordan Grace. I think they've got a big future star in Jordan Grace. I mean, you could argue there's not a more powerful woman in wrestling than Jordan Grace. For me, Tuesdays are NWA. I mean, when it comes to AEW, I will get my fill of them on a Wednesday. But yeah, when it comes to NWA, it's so different. And what I love as well is it's free and everyone can watch it. And if you're a kid or if you're an adult and you just want something a bit different of an early evening in America, I mean, it's on at a great time as well, isn't it? It's a really good time. They put it on nice and early in America. I think it's like 6 o'clock in America, which means now it's there. So when you get back, you don't have to watch it like along with everyone else. And hopefully, you know, people will join us on the live streams as and when they watch that, if they want to watch along. The live streams are there for them as well, so don't know. I'm really into it. I'm definitely watching next week. I want to know more about Camille. Camille is the fact that she doesn't talk. And I want to know, like, you know, is she a part of that women's division? I'm guessing she is. Both guys, Shima knocking down Darby Allin. Did you hear that Hogan wants to face Vince in a retirement match? I didn't hear that. Nice big strikes coming in now. Big strikes coming in by Darby Allin, who goes against the ropes. What's he looking for? Oh, nice. 1, 2. Almost getting the 3. Daisy, is there anyone you have seen before Is there anyone you've seen before that were big stars? What do you mean, dude? Forget the Wednesday Night War. It's all kicking off on a Tuesday with Power, Dark, and Impact. I love... oh, knees up by Shima. This is a really good match, you know. Like, this could easily have fitted onto... Nice. Lumbar check. Lovely driver there. Shima is a very impressive wrestler. Very impressive. Very innovative. What's he looking for? He's going for a springboard move here, Shima. On that top rope. With Darby Allin down. Oh, double knees to the back of the head. 1, 2. Oh, can only get a 2. Why do they always cut away on pins? Why do they always do that? I mean, thankfully, we saw him kick out, but literally, as he was kicking out, cut away to the crowd. I hate it. Up top, trying to double knees and no one home. Jump straight over the top. Oh, Code Red. 2. Oh, Code Red still can't do it. Darby up top. There's that back elbow that lands. He tried it earlier and didn't hit it. Connects this time and he gets the 3. Right, it's the Wheel of Fun. Everybody loves the Wheel of Fun. What was that? Is that the wheel? It's the Wheel of Fun. Ba-dum-bum. Right, Wheel of Fun time. Oh man, it's behind the chat. Days, what have I missed? You've missed NWA Power. And we're all disappointed in you for missing it. Right, let's spin. I'm not going to bother putting championship on. Let's just spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. I haven't even set the wheel up. Let me go to it. Set the wheel up as Darby Allin gets the victory over Shima. There's Tony in a really awful CGI studio. Jimmy Havoc will take on Darby Allin this Wednesday. Okay, and the winner will go on to face... I like that. So at least it gives it a reason, you know. They're showing us the tag tournament bracket. We know we've got Young Bucks versus Private Party this week. Please be forfeit. What channel is it on? NWA has been and gone, but you can watch it because it's on YouTube, so you can go and watch it whenever you want. And AEW are live right now. Oh! Sucks. Really sucks. We've got the Lucha Bros, man. That's cool. Wasn't expecting the Lucha Bros. Angelico, Jack Evans. Oh, are they called the Hybrid too? I didn't know this. Right. Lucha Bros. The Hybrid 2. Versus... Who the hell are they facing? I'm guessing it's going to be Jungle Boy. Or Jurassic Express. I've still got those goddamn beans that I opened. Let me grab them. Ow. Old. You know you're old because when you get up, it hurts and you have to make noises. Best Friends. Best Friends and Jurassic Express, is it? That would be my guess. Best Friends, yeah. Oh! Orange Cassidy! Orange Cassidy! Yes, 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 yes! Orange Cassidy is here. We had Orange Santa, and now we've got Orange Cassidy. I didn't even catch who this team is. Look, there he is, little Orange Cassidy. Best friends. Who's the other team? Orange Cassidy is with Best Friends. Oh, and Private Party. Orange Cassidy. Now, he's not going to be in this match, is he? It's as if they don't really know what to do with him. I'm sure he'll have a little moment in this. Oh, I'm glad I stuck around. If you've not seen Orange Cassidy, I was going to say Irish Cassidy. Who the hell's Irish Cassidy? If you've not seen Orange Cassidy, you are in for a treat. Freshly squeezed. PWP. Jesus, we're not going to stay all night. 20,000 people watched AEW Dark. How many people watched NWA Power? That's what I want to know. Because it deserves to be watched, NWA Power. NWA Power has been viewed 22,000 times. 22,000. That's obviously only going to go up. Here we go. We got Lucha Bros. Little bit of Cassidy. Yes. What is this? This is AEW Dark. It is the matches that you don't see from AEW Dynamite on a Wednesday. So, I gotta be honest, I didn't have high hopes for it, but the first match was brilliant. And now they've given us Orange Cassidy. So, I'm a very happy boy. I'm glad that I stuck around. And then before that, we watched NWA Power, brand new wrestling show. It's on YouTube. You can go and watch it whenever you want. Oh, lovely work there by Pentagon. Nice. Inzaguri in the corner. Rolled over. Beautiful punch by Phoenix. In the middle. Bang! They are all over. I don't know the name of the two Private Party guys. But the other Private Party guy comes in and makes the save. Angelico's in. Jack Evans is in. I didn't know that was their name. The Hybrid 2. Didn't know that. I think NWA peaked at 8,000 people watching. Okay. That's I don't know what they were expecting. Right, let's do these, shall we? Days, this is better than WWE. It's the wrestling wise is very fast paced, isn't it? And there's a lot of moves that you don't tend to see in WWE. I do agree. Trent Beretta coming in, making the save there. Right, let's give it forfeit time. We've got all the beans. Let's chuck them in. Oh. I swear to God. Ah. Is this foul? Mm. Mm. Oh. Oh, it never gets easier. Oh my God. Oh God. hate these things. I'm not buying them anymore. I'll tell you now. I'm done with them. I've got a couple of boxes, and once they're gone, they're gone. Oh. Was the ref doing a dance? What if Aew Dark becomes the second main brand? What are you watching? Aew Dark? Have you got any water? I've got nothing to drink. I've got nothing to drink. There's no liquid here. Oh my. Oh. I just want someone to hug me. Clothesline to the outside goes Jack Evans. Oh, God. At least you got some snacks. Oh, dude. Springboard, crossbody. Oh. Here's Orange Cassidy. Hands in the pocket. Oh, the glasses have come up. The little kid giving the thumbs up. Oh, horrible. Over the top. Got it all in my teeth now. Angelico with Evans. Nice splash. Private Party in the ring. God, don't get a Coke. Do you know what? I can see one. Yeah, baby! It's not vanilla, though. That's the only problem. 0 sugar, yeah, because I'm sweet enough. Ugh. Oh, I can't even say that's better. Now I've just got a Coke taste added to all the other tastes in my mouth. Where's Cassidy? Where's Cassidy? Private Party in the ring, hurling the Lucha Bros out, but Phoenix holds on. Beautiful spinning heel kick. Ah, oh, nice drop kick there. Inferno, I have to do what the wheel wants, and to be honest, I'm trying to get rid of these boxes. I've already said I'm... Best friends hug. The crowd go crazy. Orange Cassidy, no. Guys, please watch... What is WPCW? I don't know what it is. Yeah, who is legal? Orange Cassidy's going up top. Orange Cassidy. Oh, he never goes that high. Hands in the pockets. He goes crashing down. Orange Cassidy with his hands in his pockets. That's a big thumbs up from me. But Orange Cassidy, that is a big thumbs up. Nice. Planting. Trent Beretta planting. Pentagon. Phoenix is in. Over the top. Against the ropes. What's he looking for? It's just so fast. Walking on the ropes. Oh, it's like a soccer kick, but actually running along the top rope, which is madness. Bang, down. Over the top, Phoenix. 1, 2. And Pentagon gets the pin, and Lucha Bros win. Lucha Bros and the Hybrid too. WPCW is called a Holics Wrestling Show. I'll skip that then. What Culture Pro Wrestling? Then they changed their name to Defiant, and now they're out of business. I thought they were out of business because wasn't Stu Bennett the head when it was Defiant? He was running it, wasn't he? And then they announced that it was winding down. Are you saying that WCPW has come back? Because I haven't heard that. Madness. The action in this was non-stop and insane. AEW need a cruiserweight division. Well, is there another match or is that it? It's been good. The wrestling has been good. Love that, where Phoenix was running along the top rope, delivered a soccer kick. That was awesome. Okay, so Angelico, Jack Evans in the ring celebrating with the Lucha Bros. But when is Full Gear? There's a little poster there for Full Gear. When is it? November 9th. Full Gear. Oh man, that's ages away. Rio is the women's champion. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Days, do you want some jelly? No, thank you. Did you read Bray's tweets? Yeah, I saw them. These matches were from last week. They were, yes. People just asked to stick around, and I'm glad I did, because the Shima match was great, and actually we're getting Bea Priestley now, which is cool. Bea Priestley apparently taking on Britt Baker. Let's change this over. Penelope Ford. How the hell do you spell Penelope? Penelope Ford and Bea Priestley. Don't even know if I'm spelling these names right. Daisy's matches last week, yes, they are. Dark matches. Penelope Ford. Oh, I think I spelled it right. Yes. Right, is this some kind of tag match? Britt Baker, and who's Britt Baker going to be with? Ali? That'll be my guess. I'm going to say Ali. It is... Have I called it? Have I called it? I think I called it. Yes. Check me, I'm a wrestling genius. I legit didn't know that. Baker. Is it spelled like that? I don't know how you spell it. Why won't these wrestling companies do a better job of telling us the wrestlers that are actually competing? La 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 la. an interesting preview into the complexion of the women's division. So, Bea Priestley on the outside. Maybe NXT now need NXT Light on Tuesdays. Jesus Christ, I don't need something else to have to watch. It is clever from AEW to put this on a Tuesday when there's no WWE. Okay, so we've got a tag match. Bea Priestley, Penelope Ford against Dr. Britt Baker and Ali. Never been a fan of these kinds of matches. Two, all single stars just being put in tag matches. There's not really a purpose of it. I mean, the only thing it will achieve is it'll show you maybe some wrestlers you're not used to seeing. I don't know anything about Penelope Ford. We've seen Ali before. I know Bea Priestley. Obviously, we've seen Britt Baker as well. Net breaker. Very, very difficult for these to follow that epic match we just had, though. That 8-man tag match was just full of spots. It's like, man, where do you go after that? I don't know what these women can do to follow that match. Between WWE, AEW, MLW, ROH, Impact, NWA, my belly is full. Your spelling is correct! Yes, 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 yes! There we go. At least they're putting names on this show better than WWE main event and stuff like that. Yeah, that was my criticism of NWA. They didn't keep the names on screen long enough. You didn't really know who was fighting who. I don't know those wrestlers. I mean, granted, I could have watched the videos leading up to the show, so I have to take some of the responsibility. But they should be grateful that I watched. So I feel like they could at least repay me by giving me a little bit more help with who the wrestlers were. But 22,000 watched that NWA. It's up to 25,000 now. And only 30 dislikes. So it seems like people are pleased with it. 468 comments. It was really good. If you missed it, I'd urge you check it out. Certainly the last match. Nice work there by Penelope Ford. Did a little cartwheel backflip thing into a back elbow. He's in there with Britt Baker right now. Back elbow by Britt Baker. Tried for it again. Northern Lights suplex. What were they called? What were who called? Dave's going to drop you an email. Yeah, of course. A lot of us like the look of Penelope Ford. Dave's didn't see Raw. Did Seth turn heel or was he broken? He didn't show. He didn't show at all. They stayed silent on the whole thing, which upset a lot of people. But as I said during the stream, I'd rather take silence rather than stupid. So they haven't ruined anything. They haven't progressed anything either, but equally they haven't ruined anything. Forearm by Penelope Ford, and Ali didn't seem impressed. So Ali on her feet, big chop to Penelope Ford. Vicious chops coming in now from Ali. Ali throwing Penelope Ford against the ropes. Holds on. Big boot to the midsection. Ali against the ropes. Strike to the chest. Slides out the ring. I think they meant they put bigger names, stars on Aew Dark. Yeah, that's fair enough. Kick by Penelope Ford Are you doing a TNA live stream? Sadly not, no. I can't find the channel. If I had a way of watching it, I would be tempted to watch that. But Tuesdays, absolutely the priority is NWA. NWA Power, that's what I'm most excited about. When it comes to AEW, I don't know, I might watch it. I don't know. It's been good. I've enjoyed it. But equally, you could miss it. Do you know what I mean? There's not really anything of any importance. It's just some wrestling. And I can watch that on a Wednesday night. But the wrestling has been good. And they have been putting on some big names. We've got Orange Cassidy. We've got the Lucha Bros. We've got Bea Priestley. Really good match between Shima and Darby Allin. So, credit where it's due. Ali in the corner and Penelope Ford striking her across the back. WWE should do a program on Tuesday or Thursday called WWE After Dark. Days, my wife walked in on this live stream. She asked, "Who is this?" And I said, "The greatest YouTuber ever." Cool guy Facet. You should never lie to your wife. It's going to spiral out of control. The small lies, they lead to big lies, okay? Penelope Ford, again, trying to deliver that back elbow, and Ali moves out the way. Ugh, that was horrible. It was like a hurricanrana, but it was too low. Jim Ross says that Ali might have actually taken the worst of that. It's too low. Why did she even attempt that? So Penelope's down. She's going to try and get to Bea Priestley. There we go. Priestley in. Britt Baker in. The Doctor is in. The Doctor is in. The Doctor is dishing out a prescription. Bea Priestley with an elbow. Forearm smash by Britt Baker. Actually, I don't know what the main event is for this. That legit felt like next week continuation of the final NWA episode in 1989. I've never seen it. NWA Power was some awesome old school wrestling. It really was. I really enjoyed it. I loved the main event. I really enjoyed the main event. There was some real psychology in there. It wasn't just a spot fest, you know. I really loved how, like, you know, if he lost, he didn't get another shot at the title. The clover leaf was on. He was screaming in pain. And then with Camille on the outside, you didn't know if she was going to get involved. And the low blow. And it was really good. It was a really good match. Got a waist lock on Bea Priestley. Looked like she was looking for a German suplex. 1, 2. Kick out by Britt Baker. You can kind of tell the crowd aren't really into this match. But then they've been spoiled, haven't they? I mean, look at what they've just seen. They kind of got this the wrong way round. The women should have gone out first, really. Women should have gone out first, and then you built up to the madness that we just saw with that 8-man tag. Ali gets the tag. Nice. Good little teamwork here by Ali and Britt Baker. Down goes Bea Priestley. Ali with the little roll-up, and Penelope comes in and makes the save. Nice! Matrix escape! Into a stunner! Love that. Good work by Penelope there. Some of these moves are not being executed very well, are they? They're not getting, like, the height or the rotation on them. It's just a few that just haven't come off. Death Valley Driver by Ali. All 4 women in the ring. Ali very frustrated. SCU versus Jurassic Express. That's the main event. Okay. La, 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 la. Camille is so mysterious. Wow, can't even talk. I've lost the ability to talk. I hope I get it back tomorrow for AEW and NXT. Camille is so mysterious and alluring. I don't know about the alluring part, but she is definitely mysterious. Love the fact she hasn't spoken. And just don't know anything about her. And it's good. Good character. I like Nick Aldous. I thought James Storm came out of the episode looking awesome. There's a 20-minute time limit, and they're just saying that 10 minutes have gone. Shout out to Cole Taylor. Hello, Thomas WWE. Hope you're well. Hello to Scanlon1201 WWE Roman Reigns fangirl. Hope you're well, my friend. Oh, what is she doing? She's got like a mandible claw. Britt Baker with like a mandible claw. Yeah. Even Jim Ross just said that reminded me of a mandible claw. Maybe she could call it something like the Tough Fairy. Oh, it's the Tough Fairy. I want all of her moves to be dentist related. The dentist chair, the waiting room, the Tough Fairy, the weird blue drink. They're talking about what went down last Wednesday night on TNT. Ali, Penelope, and Britt are so damn pretty. I don't know how you do it, brother. An hour live show drained out of me. Thank you very much, RVA Flips. Appreciate the support, dude. They're just showing a recap of what happened last Wednesday when Jericho came in and started beating up on Cody. That championship belt is one of the best championship belts. That AEW title is beautiful. The more I see it, the more I love it. And there's his little bit of bubbly shirt. Le Champion. What do you think of AEW Dark? I think it's perfectly fine, but I think it's also missable. I think that they're doing a good job of putting big stars on it. I mean, we've seen some great matches. We've seen some big names like the Lucha Bros, you know, so kind of means that you could tune in and you could see Pac on it in future. You could see, I don't know if you'll see Cody on it. I don't know if you'll see Kenny on it, but you know, those mid to low card names, you'll see them. Are they saying that Lucha Bros are top talent, aren't they? So maybe you will. Maybe you will see Kenny on AEW Dark if there's a week where they don't need him for the show. So I've been very impressed with the quality of the matches, the quality of the stars that they've used, but equally, you could miss it. There hasn't been anything that's like really furthered any stories. They're just good matches. There's not been like any stipulations or anything. I know this is week 1. Sammy Guevara kicking low on Cody. Dustin coming down. This is a new faction, isn't it? Tony Khan was saying this is a new faction. I think it's Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager. Are they going to show them standing at the end? There's Jake Hager. That was a great moment. Santana, Ortiz, Guevara, and Hager. I think we're going to see them become a faction on tomorrow on the show. You'll probably never see Omega, Jericho, Moxley, or Cody on Dark, but it's still a solid show to watch for only an hour. That Rough Rider through the glass table was insane. It was very cool. NWA Power and AEW are my knights now. Days, why do you think Bray attacks Cesaro? I don't think there was any reason for it. I think it was just a dark match, and I think they wanted to give something to the crowd. And also, you know, send the message that Bray is fine. I mean, there was rumours that he wasn't cleared to compete. And obviously we didn't see him during Raw, but he was there. He was able to attack if he wanted to. Kind of sends the message out subliminally that they could have done something if they wanted to do something, if they felt they needed to do something, but they didn't. They didn't. They chose to not use the Fiend. So it kind of fills me with confidence that there is a plan. They are actually doing something here. They're working towards a plan. There is a story. We've just got to be patient and let it play out. So I keep saying it. I will always take silence over stupid. They didn't do anything stupid. But I don't think there's any. It's not like he's gonna start feuding with Cesaro now. He hasn't finished with Seth, and now he's going to start feuding with Cesaro. It was just something for the crowd. Moxley against Shawn Spears. We know we've got that coming up. I don't think any wrestling company has done dark matches to tell stories before. If AEW did that during AEW Dark, that might be the first for dark matches to have a storyline. I agree, but this is really being seen as their second show, isn't it? Kind of feels like they could have a second show going here. AEW Dark could be their WCW Thunder. So you don't even need like crazy stories. You just kind of need something to tie this together. Because the only downside, the only thing that's going to stop people watching is there's no consequence to watch this show. If you hadn't watched tonight, you haven't missed anything. You've just missed some really good wrestling. That's all you've missed. But it seems like you can just watch Wednesday to Wednesday and not have to worry about this show. I feel like they could do something to change that very easily, you know? I agree, dark matches don't normally have storylines, but equally dark matches don't normally get their own TV show, so I really feel like it's something that they should just consider, think about, because they could make this something really big. They could make this, like, can't miss, you know? At the moment, it's exactly not that. It's the opposite. I also don't like how it says Wrestling Dark going along the top, because that's very close to Wrestling Days. And for a second, I thought it said Wrestling Dork. And I was like, who's Wrestling Dork? Got the water jumping around. Obviously like that scene in Jurassic Park. Here they are. People love these two. Jurassic Express. Ah, Marco stunts with them still. Fiend is behind you. Jurassic Express and Mega Rover. They really are. Good looking card for Dynamite. I agree. Days, you are savage. This Friday night is the start of the draft. Yep, should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. Days, did you find your shaver? Do you know, I didn't, actually. That's a really good point. I'll have to have a look, see if I can find it. So, I mean, Luchasaurus is brilliant, isn't he? They've got a real find there. I could see him be an AEW champion one day, Luchasaurus. Really can. SoCal Uncensored making their way out. SCU. Like Brian Alves, I also did a 10-minute rant with him on WWE arrogance, and Vince is going to get worse. This AEW Dark shows great wrestling just to show what they're made of. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's on YouTube, so it should get a decent audience. Why did Tyson knock out Cesaro? I heard there was a little confrontation. I think it was just a little moment. I don't think it was anything serious. I think it was all scripted. That's why I mentioned, what if they eventually made Aew Dark a second mate? I agree that Dark could be an alternative version to Dynamite. Yeah, I agree. I think they should look at that. I really do. Because this is a nice showcase and a good way to show off your talent and to, you know, give some decent wrestling and give, you know, a little bit more to the AEW fans. But I'm just being honest that for someone like me that's not like a diehard AEW fan, am I going to watch this next week? I don't know. Right now, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm really into NWA Power because it's different, right? So I'm into that, and I'm looking forward to watching that again next week. And I want to see the women's division, and I want to see that Camille and all of that stuff, right? So I'm totally into NWA Power. As soon as this finishes, I'm ordering a hat. Okay, so I'm totally into NWA Power. But when it comes to AEW Dark, I watch that much wrestling. I really don't need to see anymore. So if there's no storyline or real purpose for me to have to watch it, do I have to watch it? It's like I don't watch WWE Main Event. I could watch it. It's free on the network. I never watch it. Granted, this talent is much better. I appreciate that. And it's a bit more accessible because it's on YouTube rather than loading up the network. But I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. Do you think X-Pac's reaction was scripted or real? I think it was real. What am I drinking? I'm just drinking a Coke Zero. That's what I'm drinking. Zero sugar. There we go, look. Keeping it real. 0 calories. Last thing I need are calories. I am into women's wrestling. Used to be a Glow fan. Oh, that's cool. Glow was a bit before my time, but I would have loved to have got into Glow. I would love, actually, to get into Stardom and to get into WoW, Women of Wrestling, which is on at the moment. Oh, he's doing the floss! It must be hard for Jim Ross to call some of this. Because you know for a fact Jim Ross don't care about flossing. But I bet Britt Baker does. Oh! She should totally do that before she hits her finishing move. Because if there's one person that should be promoting flossing, it should be the dentist, Dr. Britt Baker. Right? So can we all send her a suggestion on Twitter, please? That she needs to start flossing. Doing the floss. She needs to promote better oral hygiene. Nice. Springboard, leg drop. Have you seen the new 2K20 trailer? I don't know. Is it the one with the Fiend? Because if so, yes. And I did a reaction to it. Big Dog 345, shout out to you. Days, did you hear Vince was laughing in gorilla position after Hell in a Cell finish? I heard a rumor of that. I mean, obviously, I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that that's what was happening. But he might have got what he wanted. So if he was, then I can't criticize him. Looks down, tags in. Luchasaurus, who is a real talent. Big chop. 6'7", yeah. Huge. I want rock and roll all night. Party with wrestling days. Dude, I'm in bed early. It's the trailer for career mode. It looks good. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I have then, no. It must be a new one. I don't think I've seen a trailer for career mode. Nice. Suplex by Jungle Boy. Tags in Marco's stunt. Little bit of innovation. Slams Marco's stunt down. Only gets a 1 though. Did you like Raw last night? I thought it was okay. I gave it about 6.5, I think, something like that. Had a good opener. Kind of lost its way a bit in the middle. And I enjoyed the Tyson Fury thing at the end. I know there's a lot of people very critical of it, but I just think it's amazing to have someone of that caliber in WWE, like the eyes that is going to bring onto the product, you know? And I've seen people saying that his punches looked really fake. It's like, man, the guy has got to be so careful. Do you know the damage he could do? He is legit one of the best heavyweight boxers in the world. So if he doesn't pull his punches, if he's not like so careful, he's doing real damage. He's doing real damage. I mean, Matt, WWE are so nervous about headshots and head chair shots and anything. You know, there's no pile drivers anymore, and you've got to be so careful when it comes to concussions and stuff like that. I'm not surprised his punches looked awful. You've got to be so careful. So I let him off. I let him off those kinds of things. As long as they're not like really stupid looking, you know, where he's like punching over here and they're like, ugh. Then I can let him off. I was into it. I just thought it went on a bit long, you know. They kept breaking apart, trying to get at each other. Dragged away, breaking apart, dragged away, breaking apart. So I just thought it went on a little bit too long, but I'm excited for it. Kick to Jungle Boy, drop kick as well. Coke Zero cans are mostly black in America, are they? No. Do you know in the UK, right? Coke cans are all red, and then they only change this top bit for whatever it is. So if it's a normal Coke, it will all be red. If it's Coke Zero, then, which is what this is, then you get the black at the top. If it's Coke with vanilla, then that is like a vanilla colour. But it always stays red. The can's always this. It's just this strip that changes. Although saying that, I don't know about Diet Coke. I feel now I've said that, I might be wrong about Diet Coke. I think Diet Coke is all silver. I think that's the only one that they've kept all silver. They do one now, I think, that's got peach. So, and that's like got a peach colour strip along the top. So, yeah, there we go. That's Coke in the UK. Wait a minute. Why is a child wrestling? Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't fans of Marco's stunt. They feel he's a bit too small. Wow, that was mad air that Scorpio Sky just got. Luchasaurus now. So, all of the Jurassic Express in the ring. Couple of suicide dives. Look at that. Standing moonsault from Luchasaurus. Kazarian kicks out, though. AEW or WWE? WWE. Akabai Sakabi, you are right. It is all silver for the diet ones. Kazarian in the corner. Marco stunt. Goes round. Nice German suplex by Jungle Boy. Luchasaurus is in. Rolls. Head scissors. Little sloppy. Little sloppy. Marco stunt. Beautiful. 2. Kick out. Yeah, Marco stunt just didn't have any weight behind him, did he? It's like having a little baby fall on you. Luchasaurus goes to the outside. They're looking to try and take down Jungle Boy. He's outnumbered at the moment, but he's fighting back. Against the ropes goes Jungle Boy. Kick to the face. Oh, that's not going to go well. Knee to the face. And Marco stunts up now. I gotta be honest, I find all this spot after spot after spot after spot, like big move after big move, I find it dull. It doesn't like grab my attention because it's just spot after spot after spot. Kick out for Marco Stunt. Ackers B, Sackers B. Okay. I will try and remember that, my friend. Marco Stunt caught. Down. Lumbar check. 1, 2, 3. Done. If you're going to have a child in your team, that's the risk that you run. The child gets defeated. Impact Wrestling have the premiere on their YouTube channel now. No, they don't. No, they don't. Is that going to be on you? No, it's not. Jesus. They can't. Let me have a look. Let's have a look at Impact. Impact. This is like a wrestling overload. Impact Wrestling. I don't have anything for Impact Wrestling. Oh, that's a shame. I was quite up for watching Jordan Grace if she's on the show. I like Jordan Grace. They've got some good stars. I'm not so bothered about Tessa. I know a lot of people like Tessa. I'm not that bothered. I think they've got Ken Shamrock in the show as well at the moment. So sadly I can't see that Impact thing. Right, okay. I think we're going to wrap up there, guys. Awesome. We stuck around for AEW Dark. I thought it was all right. I thought the action was good, but as I said, it is something you can skip. This was all about NWA Power. And I gave that a 7.5. I thought it was a solid first episode. It didn't outstay its welcome. It had a good main event. We got introduced to a few people. I like the look of that Outlaws tag team. I like the look of Camille. Nick Aldous, I think, is a great champion. Absolutely love the belts. James Storm, I thought, was great. Presentation was brilliant. They've got their own green shirt guy who's known as Orange Santa. So, yeah, it's got a lot going for it. So I'm very, very excited for what the future holds for NWA Power. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope you enjoyed AEW Dark as well. Can't guarantee we're going to watch that every week, but definitely enjoyed NWA Power. And we're definitely back next week for the second episode of that. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.